Hey, everybody. So, the students have been doing this thing in class called retrieval praxis. And it's 6 questions that they do every morning. They have 10 minutes to do it. It's just kind of getting them ready for the EOGs and just getting their timing down and just giving them a couple different looks at possible questions they'll see on check ins down the road and then obviously the EOG. So, here's one of the questions that was on the retrieval praxis this morning. It was a question that was missed by a lot of students. So I figured I would make a video and talk about it and then tell you why I think the students made the mistake. And then maybe you can review it with them at home and give them a little support outside of the classroom. So I went ahead and put the word problem already up here. It's Miss Carter is buying pencils for her students. She has 32 students in her class and 27 students in her second class. The pencils are sold in packs of 8. How many packs of pencils should Miss Carter buy? So, this is a classic multi step word problem. It's a classic question that students tend to get wrong for multiple reasons. And I try to in class, slow them down and talk about what is the word problem asking us, what's important, what do we got to do here. Don't get trapped with the first answer you see, kind of work through it. So the first thing we need to figure out is how many students is Miss Carter buying pencils for? Because that's ultimately what this word problem is about. It's Miss Carter's buying pencils for her students. So the first step that you would go ahead and do, and I already did the math on the screen just to speed this up a little bit, but the first thing that you would do is right over here, you would do 32 plus 27 equals 59. So we now know that Miss Carter has 59 students between both of her classes. Now, there's a good chance on the check in or the EOG or any kind of test, 59 will be an answer on that test. And the reason why 59 is going to be an answer is they are banking on the fact that the students are not going to continue on. They're not going to do the next step in this word problem. And what happens a lot of times is more than 50% of these students stop right there at 59. They see it's an answer on the test and they select it and move on. So that's the first problem right there. Now, the next thing we got to do is we know that she has 59 students, but what she's trying to do is buy a pencil for each student. We know that the packs come in packs of 8. So there's eight pencils in each pack. So we want to know how many packs of pencils should Miss Carter buy. So we know that she has 59 pencils, and we know that they come in packs of 8. So this is where the big 7 comes into play. And the reason why is because we are breaking apart now those packs because we want to know how many pencils can she get out of those packs. So I already did the work for you, but I set it up here to save some time. So it's 59 divided by 8. We have our bag of tricks right over here to the right. So we have 1, 2, 5, 10, 20, 25, 50, 100. Those are the numbers that go in the bag of tricks. It's the numbers that are easiest for the kids to divide by. And what we're looking for is we're looking for groups of 8 to come out of this 59. So what is the biggest number that we can multiply by 8 that is in this bag of tricks that gets us close to 59 without going over? We want to get as close as possible. Now, as I've said in the past in other videos, that's different for every kid. But in this case, we'll go with 5. I think that we could take 5 groups of 8 out, or in this case, 8 times 5 is 40. So we're going to go ahead and subtract 40 from 59, and that gives us 19. The rule with dividing is as long as this number right here is still bigger than your divisor, you are going to keep working within your bag of tricks and keep taking those groups of 8 out. So we have 19 now. So we go back to our bag of tricks. Well, I think we can do 2. So we go ahead and put 2 right here. 8 times 2 is 16. So we know that 19 minus 16 is 3. I just told you that the rule is as long as this number right here is bigger than your divisor, you keep working. Well, in this case, 3 is less than our divisor, so that means we're done now. Unless it is a 0, you have no remainder, but if it is not a 0, in this case, we do have a remainder. So we're going to go ahead and add all these numbers up right here on the side. So 5 plus 2 is 7 with a remainder of 3. So here's the next catch that happens on the test. The students had an answer choice of 7 packs of pencils they needed to buy or 8 packs of pencils. And a lot of kids in class chose 7. The reason why they chose 7 is because they did not know what to do with the remainder here. They need to remember that if they choose only 7 packs, then she's going to have 3 students who don't get pencils. So in this case, the correct answer would have been 8 packs of pencils. I hope that helps.